We're back here at West Rutland Hinchy Gymnasium for our 5th game of this Sunday of the Glodzik tournament. We have the Rutland Rec Bears taking on Woodstock, and I believe this is Woodstock's first appearance here at the Glodzik tournament. My special guest commentator actually played in an earlier game today, Kyle Laughlin, one of the players on the West Rutland team, who will actually some technical difficulties here at the Hinchy Gymnasium. We lost our sound for a little bit. So as I was saying, I got a guest commentator, a 6th grader from West Rutland, Kyle Laughlin, who played this morning. His team won, and they advanced, and they play this afternoon, I believe, against Brandon Rec. Correct, Kyle?
Yeah.
So you can give us a little perspective on this, a player's perspective, how enjoyable this tournament is, especially here at your home school. I imagine you look forward to it most of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah? Got a lot to say about that, huh, Kyle?
Yeah, for sure.
The Woodstock team, seems to be moving the ball really well. It'll be interesting as this game goes on. They have 0 subs. Their roster is pretty full. But they only have 5 players here today, and the Rutland Rec Bears have four boys sitting on their bench, so we'll see what happens with the fatigue. Really nice tribute from this Rutland Rec Bears team. A local official passed away this week, Mr. Keith Page, who also worked at RIS. All of these Bears players are wearing headbands in his honor with his initials on them. We got to drive down the lane. And it looks like the ball went off number 35 and out of bounds. And it'll be Woodstock's ball, and it looks like Rutland Rec's going to come with the press. So Kyle, did you have an opportunity to play against either one of these teams this year during the season?
No, I haven't.
But do you know a lot of the Rutland Rec players from AAU and other experiences with basketball?
I only know two of the players.
2 of the players?
Yeah.
Have you had an opportunity to play with them in open gyms or anything like that?
I played with 2 of them at a clinic.
At a clinic?
Boldly.
Yeah, did you show them how to shoot?
I don't know.
So Rutland Rec is being very patient. Woodstock has dropped back into a zone. They're being patient with this offense. The Bears number 35 doesn't show up on my program.
Oh, he's number 24. He's number 24 in the game.
Max Trainer?
Yeah.
So they changed numbers on us. It looks like we got a timeout. We will take a short break from the Hinchy Gymnasium. Okay, so we're back here at the Hinchy Gymnasium here at West Rutland School for the 55th annual Glodzik tournament. Been a slow start for both teams. We got a 0-0 just over 2 minutes into the game. Rutland Rec is coming with high pressure, looking to get a steal. Woodstock's doing a really nice job of moving the ball and not getting caught in locations. And as I say that, they get trapped in the corner. Ball's picked up. Number 14, nice move, throws it up, and it misses everything. But they get the offensive board. And Maddox Trainer with the ball, forcing it in. We got a 3-pointer deep, and misses everything, and it falls out of bounds. Back to Woodstock. So Kyle, what are you seeing as a player? What, you think they're being a little impatient and then just forcing up shots, or what? What are you seeing?
Yeah, they're just forcing up shots, and they're really Seems like they're just missing a lot of layups.
Got a nice pick there by Logan Starlin.
Guys, you don't need to take the first shot. Come on.
And as we were saying that they were just putting shots up, their coach, Pat Paquette, is stating that same thing. It looks like we have an up and in, an and one possibility here.
By Noah Dupuy.
Noah Dupuy is going to go to the line, try to get a three-pointer the old-fashioned way. After all those three-point attempts from the outside, they're going to do it the old way. So he's shooting one. Shots up. No, it's off the rim. Grabbed by number 10 from Woodstock. Gunnar Wood. That ball goes all the way down. Falls on top of it. We got a jump ball. It's going to stay with Woodstock. Down on the baseline on their offensive end. And the coach is calling out the play Xbox. Way to get the kids' attention, because they all love the Xbox. Pushing it forward. Tries to throw the pass inside. It looks like it was last touch. Oh, it was last touch by Woodstock. So it'll be Rutland Rec Bears, ball down underneath. Some of the kids don't know that though. The ball comes into play, push it back to the corner. It's a play that you see a lot of teams run. The inbounder gets to the corner and they look to hit him with a three. Got a loose ball on the floor. Tacoma jumps down and gets it and gets the ball back into the possession of Rutland Rec. Nice dribble drive, nice penetration, up off the rim. Two Rutland Rec players collide, and it looks like it's going to go out of play, and it's going to stay with Rutland Rec.
Get in it. What are we running?
So it's still a slow-moving game, only 2-0 right now, with Rutland Rec up on top. Ball pushed down into the inside. Noah Dupuy is up and in from down underneath. It looks like Rutland Rec's coming with the press again after a made basket. Trying to trap him on the corner. Not able to get him. And they do. They want him getting the steal. Logan Starlin pushes it down. Got a 6-0 lead for Rutland Rec now. Got a foul on Rutland Rec's number 15. That's Billy Latkin. And Rutland Rec comes in with a couple subs. Ball's put in play in the backcourt, and here comes the pressure again. Get a steal. Nice move, gets to the rim. Oh, we got a foul. Foul against Rutland Rec. That's number 3, I believe. Oh, call it on number 5, Noah Dupuy on the push. Here comes Rutland Rec with the press again. See what Woodstock does with it. And and we got the ball off the leg of the Rutland Rec player. So it'll be Woodstock's ball still. Looks like they're running a trapping press of some sort, trying to get the ball into some bad locations. And they finally get it over the timeline. Ball goes up, misses everything. Billy Latkin down underneath, grabs the rebound. Get a steal by Woodstock down underneath, up and off the rim. And last touch by Woodstock. It'll be Rutland Rec's ball. Still not a lot of scoring in this game, Kyle.
Yeah.
Not a lot of finishes going on the offensive end. A lot of opportunities, but not a lot of finishes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe that Kyle never stops talking in class the way he's acting today. Maybe I should put the microphone on him when I have him in class on Monday, and it'll be a lot quieter. Oh, and they do. They get him trapped against the sideline, and they force the ball out of play, putting it back into play. So Evan Paquette dishes the ball off. Nice look down underneath, and we get a steal by Gunnar Wood. Pushes it forward to Christian Bloch, up and off the rim. Rutland Rex wants to push the ball. They want to push it fast. They slow it up. They get over the timeline. Move the ball. Shots up by Paquette and misses everything. So we got 9.2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It's 6-0 Woodstock, or Rutland Rec over Woodstock at this point. Both teams struggling to get a lot of good looks offensively. Paquette is putting a lot of pressure on the ball. Ball swatted away from Woodstock. It is going to be Woodstock's ball in the offensive end with 2.8 seconds left. See what kind of play that they can draw up. So they run some sort of spread play. The ball gets in, loses a dribble, and that closes out the first quarter with Rutland Rec Bears ahead 6-0. We're going to take a short break before we start the second period. Okay, we're back here for the second quarter of the Rutland Rec Bears against Woodstock. This is our fifth game of the day here at the Hinchy Gymnasium. Rutland Rec will be inbounding the ball to start the second half. Looks like Woodstock has fallen back into a zone. We're going to test out the shooting ability of the Rutland Rec team. Pretty aggressive zone. They're getting outside the three-point arc. Dribble penetration by Paquette off the front of the rim. Rebound. Woodstock pushing the ball forward. Oh, and a little shuffle of the feet at the half-court line. It will be a turnover on Woodstock. Rutland Rec's ball on the side. No, not a lot of fouls, not a lot of scoring in this game. See what kind of excitement that these two teams can bring to us here in the second quarter. Paquette moves the ball over to the corner. And I don't know a lot of these kids, so I'm trying to find their names on the programs. I think Kyle informed me that 35 is Maddox Trayer. Is that correct, Kyle?
Yep.
Oh, it looks like we got a reach-in foul there on Aiden Pitts. Yeah, they're trying to. So our guest commentator is leaving, and we're making a trade. So player for coach. Chris Charbonneau, the coach of the West Rutland Golden Horde here at the tournament, is jumping on, which will be really great because he knows almost all the rec kids and he can help out with that.
And the rec team's pretty good. Surprised they're not winning by a lot more.
Woodstock finally got on the board. It took them a while. They finally got a bucket. They got a nice steal and are able to lay it up and in. Deep three. Now, I know Chris has seen these guys play. They're normally a high-scoring team. Are they maybe nervous because it's a tournament, or?
Usually a high-scoring team, but it looks like they just keep settling for threes, which doesn't look like Coach Paquette really wants that.
Yeah, we get a made basket, and number 11, Pitts, just picked up his second fouling. I believe it's number 1 from Woodstock. Which is Blake Heston. He's going to go to the foul line and try to get it to a one-point game. 6-4 right now. It's up, and no touch on the rim, so we have a violation. So it'll be Rutland Rec's ball. Looks like Woodstock's going to just drop back.
Looks like we got Evan Paquette bringing the ball up the court for the Rutland Rec Bears. Looks like Woodstock's playing a stretch 2-3. The middle's wide open. If Rutland can find a way, get a turnover. Look, I was saying, if Rutland can find a way to get it to the middle, they might have a chance to score a couple more hoops.
Yeah, that's been part of the problem with a lot of these teams is they're not used to playing against the zone. And because during the school year, as you know, being a coach, everybody has to play man until you get into these tournaments, and sometimes they just freeze up. They don't know what to do. There's a nice hard move to the basket. Gunnar Wood. Rutland Rec grabs the rebound.
Rutland Rec's got the sizable advantage in size, but it seems like Woodstock is getting a lot more rebounds than I think Coach would really and like.
Oh, shuffled his feet. Thought he was going to pass it to the right and held up on that. The other thing that I was talking about as the game began, Chris, was, Rutland Rec has a larger numbers. So we're in a timeout here, so we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back here at West Rutland. We're in the second quarter of this matchup between Woodstock and Rutland Rec. It's a 6-4 score in favor of the Rutland Rec Bears. It's white ball. I was going to say it's white ball down underneath their own hoop.
But as you were saying, Scott, at the end of the quarter, a lot of these teams go farther away, so some of them can play a 2-3 zone, so some of them are more apt, or any zone in general, are more adapt to what they play. So it's a little different to get different teams from around different areas.
Oh, so that's just kind of a local rule
Yeah,
that a lot of the schools will do. So, I mean, Woodstock could potentially have played zone all year.
Yes, they probably have played zone all year. Most likely. I know there's a couple of teams earlier today. One of my teams, I have two teams, and both my teams faced them, and they played 2-3 zone all year.
Blake Heston just has tied the score for Woodstock. Woodstock is a gritty team. It looks like they're going to continue to work. It'll be interesting to see what their energy level is come second half due to the fact they have no subs.
Looks like Rutland's found a way to get to the middle of that zone, though. A little bit of dribble drive.
So, got number 35.
Maddox Trainer at the line.
Yeah, Maddox Trainer, who changed his number because I think he's afraid the scouts are going to pull him pull him off the court in the game because he's 24 in the program. He will shoot 2.
We have a little bit of a sock tournament going on too. Maddox has got these red, white, and blue socks on, so maybe he'll be in that conversation for the best socks of the tournament.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We were talking earlier today about the brightest shoes. We had a player that had fluorescent yellow shoes. We think he has won it to this point. But the socks are definitely interesting. You can see the flavor of the NBA out here. They got the sliders on, the knee pads on.
Headbands.
And I did comment on the headbands, how the Rutland Rec team is honoring one of our local teachers / official and friend of ours that passed away this past week, who actually should have been officiating this game today. So they're honoring Keith Page, for those of you who just tuned in. That's why all these Rutland Rec players have the white headbands on today.
Seems like Rutland might have found a little bit of groove on offense. 4 straight points. Looks like they're creating turnovers. With this man press, getting up and down the floor, making some good passes up the floor.
We got a reach in from behind.
By number 4, Tacoma Johnson.
And Tacoma Johnson is a former West Side kiddo. He spent some time over here and has since moved over to the city. So today was the first time I had seen him since he was actually a student of mine. It was nice. I asked him if he was dunking yet, and he said that he wasn't going to dunk until I could dunk. So,
well, I don't know if that'll ever happen then.
It's probably not going to happen. He's waiting for me to do it.
He's come a long way from the start of the year. Definitely, coach has done a great job with him. I remember he had a hard time catching the ball, and now he's out here starting the game for the Rutland Rec.
So the Rutland Rec is one of a few teams that come over here that don't have a school-based team. All of the kids in Rutland City in the 5th and 6th grade actually play through the rec. There's a nice hoop. I believe that was Paquette on the dribble drive and the nice layup. They've now doubled up on Woodstock. It's 12-6, kind of stretching this lead a little bit. So see what happens. They just got another steal.
Looks like they're pushing the ball. I think that might be the good option with Woodstock only having 5 players.
Yeah, and I don't know if Coach Paquette is going to think about dropping back a little bit because they're already in the bonus. And I don't know. I haven't been really paying attention if anybody's in foul trouble. I'm assuming not with only 7 fouls. But
they have a deep bench though too. I mean, they have a lot of kids, so if they need to make a sub, if somebody's in foul trouble, they got a pretty big bench.
Paquette just comes up, pops the 3. Gets his own rebound. Nice follow. Brings it to the rim. And you get the ball loose. Driving it up the court. You got Christian Blosh. Throws it back to Gunnar Wood. Gunnar Wood takes a jump shot.
Looks like it might have been partially blocked.
Yeah, even if it was, it went off the Woodstock player down on the baseline, so Woodstock will lose the possession. Got a minute 6 to go in the first half. It's 12-6. Seems like Rutland's finally starting to get into an offensive groove. We'll see if they can stretch this lead a little bit more before we get to the halftime break.
That's one thing at this level, the consistency. With 5th and 6th graders, they can score 30 points a game or score 10 points a game. It's one thing that you got to look out for.
Looks like Rutland's going to use some patience here. Moving the ball. Paquette picks up his dribble.
Back to Trainer. Trainer going to the middle. Up, off. DePoy with the rebound. Up and in. What's that, his 3rd and 1? His third one?
That's at least his 2nd in this game. So Noah DePoy is going to try to go to the foul line and get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. I think Coach Paquette would probably appreciate that more than the long 3-pointers. The old-school coach in him would probably appreciate that, and he gets it. So that stretches the lead up to 9 with just over 30 seconds to go. See what Woodstock decides to do. Are they going to push and not give Rutland Rec any time and take the last shot?
I don't know. Looks like they're trying to score right here. They're not really slowing it down.
Looks like he might have shuffled his feet.
By DePoy, yeah.
No call. We got a reach there with no call. Ball's just thrown wildly. Pitts comes down with it.
Trainer hauling for the ball. He's going to put the 35 Durant on him. Oh, he passes to Pitts. Pitts up. Pitts in.
Oh, for a 3. That's one of those shots as a coach is bad shot, bad shot, bad shot. It goes in. Great shot. So at the half, we have an 18-6 lead for the Rutland Rec Bears. We are going to take a short break, and we'll see you in the 3rd quarter. Okay, we're back here. It's 18-6 in favor of the Rutland Rec Bears over Woodstock. Here at the start of the 2nd half.
Looks like the Rutland Rec came out on 1-3-1. That's one of Paquette's famous defensive styles. That's usually what he favors, that and man-to-man.
They get a quick steal, get possession of the ball. Working around, get it down low.
To Johnson. Johnson up, hits the bottom of the rim, kicks it back out.
Shot deep. Paquette. We got a foul down underneath. I think I heard green ball, so.
It's like Johnson might have shoved him. Maybe the kids are battling him.
They're staying with their. Oh, got it held up. They just want to check with the player, make sure they're okay. Looks like here comes the press. Gonna try trapping them in the corner. They get through it.
The press wasn't very effective in the first half for Rutland. I mean, they didn't get very many steals or anything out of it, and they're not getting anything out of it really right now either. I mean, Woodstock just scored again.
So the Rutland Rec's coming back down. They're up by 10. Look like they're going to try moving the ball around. Dribble drive, up and off the backboard. Bodies all over the floor. Comes back to Johnson, laying on the ground. He never got back up. It just rolled right back to him, and he just laid on it. Just got a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Rutland Rec. Just a reminder, all you guys watching at home, this tournament is all run by volunteers. From concession to gatekeepers to our officials to the videotaping and the commentators. That's why you don't get any professional commentators. You get Chris and I up here. And everybody that comes through the door, you're helping support West Rutland Athletics. The uniforms that our kids wear, the baskets, which will be purchased this year. We're getting at least one new basket in here. So love to see you guys out here and supporting this in the future. And come watch these kids. They have a lot of fun. They break the press again, fairly easy. They had a 2-on-1 and they decided to pull it back out.
It just looks like the Reg just keeps settling for jump shots.
Paquette gets a great steal, nice look up ahead, up and off the backboard. Nice left-handed finish. I believe that was Maddox trainer on that finish. Not sure if he's a lefty, but he made it look easy with his left.
He's actually right-handed, but he's sporting the Kevin Durant number, so he's probably going for 40.
Nice reach in there by Gunnar Wood. He makes a nice play, knocks it off the Rutland Rec player's leg, and Woodstock gets the ball outside. So the Woodstock coach is called for a timeout, so we are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back coming out of the timeout. It will be Woodstock ball. Rutland Rec is staying right in their press that they've been in since the get-go. As of late, and we get a steal. Paquette gets a turnover, puts it up, and makes the basket. And they're staying in it. Coach Paquette really, really trying to force the issue here.
Looks like it'll be the Rutland Rec ball, but before that, looks like we got a couple of celebrities up in the stands. We got Phil Bartlett, College of St. Joseph athletic director and coach. And we got Pat Lahan, and we got John McKieran. And of course, we got Scott Maxim on the mic.
That sounds like you should be a rapper.
Trust me, I'm not a rapper if that's what you were thinking out there. Oh, it's up and off the rim. So Rutland Rec has stretched the lead a little bit here. Woodstock is not backing down, though. You got to give these kids credit. They are working hard.
Good outlet pass from Paquette to Trainer.
Trainer again with his left.
Oh, man.
That could have been an and one, but they let it go. Gunnar Wood with a high dribble. Picks up his dribble, looking for help, and he finally kicks it out.
Gunnar reminds me of Marquise Daniels with his haircut.
Outlet, the whole length. Got just caught too far underneath.
This press needs to be a little more effective for the Rutland Rec.
We got to reach in. Not sure who they're going to get. Somebody from the Rutland Rec. Number 5.
Noah DePoy.
That's a couple on him, I believe. And the Woodstock coach has called another timeout, so we will take a short break here at West Rutland with the score 24-8, Rutland Rec in the lead. Okay, we're back. Woodstock's ball underneath their offensive hoop, looking for an inbound play. And last touch by Rutland Rec will be Woodstock's ball again down underneath.
Woodstock needs to get some flow on offense if they're going to have a chance to come back in this game. Cut down the turnovers.
Rutland Rec comes out with the ball, pushing it up the court. A lot of these kids like to wind up in the corner on their dribble, Chris. And I know you were a point guard over here at West Rutland, part of our runner-up run last year when your team lost to Rochester, a really good team in the finals. Yeah, you ran the point. You know, don't you try to discourage kids from putting themselves in those difficult situations where they're blocked in the corners? It seems like a lot of kids at this level, they just, when they start getting forced that way, they want to put themselves in some difficult.
Yeah, kids should stay away from the corner because that's where you become trapped, and that can create turnovers. And then if you don't, it doesn't create a turnover. Your coach will have to call a timeout if you need to save a possession or something. So at this young age, it's good to break them and dribble into the corners.
Billy Lackham just made a great hustle play to get down there. The kid was on a wide open layup. He came and caused some interference and was able to cause a missed layup. The Woodstock team is just outrunning the Rutland Rec team down the floor right now, but they are not able to finish their bunnies. They're still stuck on that 8 spot.
It just seems to me that Rutland Rec is kind of sleepwalking through the game. Even though Woodstock has 5 players, they're still getting up and down the floor. Not too many of them look tired. Still pretty energetic.
It's possible that, you know, I mean, when you have a quality team, and I think they've had a lot of success this year, that they're thinking, looking over at the other team, that they were just going to walk away with this one. They weren't going to have to play their best. You know, but good teams find a way to win on the days that they're not playing well. So
happens a lot at this age, definitely.
So Paquette has just left the game, and I think it was Pitts that replaces him on the floor.
Aiden was actually the player of the game for the Rutland Rec Bears yesterday, so he had a pretty good game.
So this is their second game of the tournament, Woodstock's first?
Yeah, Woodstock's first, Rutland Rec Bears second. The Bears defeated, I think it was Manchester Yellow yesterday. It's a good tight game until about half of the third quarter. And then the Bears just seemed to knock down a couple threes and extend the lead.
Bears are really spacing the floor really well right now. They're moving the ball, and they're moving it with some ease because they've had some space. And there's why the bounce pass should be used all the time. That pass should have probably never got through, but it was a great bounce pass, and it had eyes. Gunnar Wood is just quick. He's fast. He can get up and down the floor, and that's a nice finish on the other end.
They broke the lid on the basket, for sure.
By Blake Heston. So they creep back within 14 at this point, but they're going to have to be a little more efficient on the offensive end of the floor if they're gonna get back into this, because I believe that was their first basket of the quarter, wasn't it, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
And that could be a backbreaker right there. That 3-point play to jump it back to 17. That's a tough.
Definitely a tough one. Well, the weird part is the Rec have shot a lot of those today, and yesterday they were going in, but it seems like today that's the first one. It's a good hustle play by Lacken. Training with the ball up the court to Davis. Oh, rimmed it out by Davis.
Good. Under 15 seconds to go in the quarter. 17-point lead for Rutland Rec. Shot's up, and it's deep. Another shot. And they're still fighting underneath. We got a jump ball.
It's like going to be Rutland Rec.
Rutland Rec with 3.2. Let's see if they have a last-second play in their arsenal. See if Coach Paquette's got them prepared for this. They are going to do the ball roll. And he fumbles it. Could Woodstock get a shot? And no. Okay, so at the end of the third quarter, we have Rutland Rec Bears leading 27-10. We'll be right back after the short break. Okay, we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. 17-point lead for the Rutland Rec Bears. Woodstock's ball coming in. So the nice thing is Woodstock is still playing hard. They just can't seem to make the shots that are going to put them back a little bit closer.
It's good to see at this age that kids aren't giving up. It's good to see that. Seems like we got Kyle Laughlin over here trying to mess with me. You know, he wasn't talking on the mic, but he's awfully loud right now.
He's trying to get more playing time in his game later, Coach. So.
Yeah, it must be.
So Blake Heston draws a foul. 5 seconds in the quarter. He makes the first one. Second one he's getting ready to put up. It's up. And back rims it, but it's rebounded by Woodstock. Rebounded again by Woodstock. And another foul.
It seems like at this age, free throws is a lost art for a lot of teams. I mean, a lot of teams have been missing free throws so far this weekend at the start of this tournament.
So Woodstock's going to go back to the line. And it looks like it's Davis Taylor is going to go to the line. That's 2 fouls that quick on Rutland Rec. Keep up at this pace, they're going to be a double bonus by the time they hit the 5-minute mark. So...
Good thing they got a deep bench then. Good thing they got a lot of kids.
And the second one's up and good. So they have trimmed the lead to 15. We'll see what Rutland Rec does on offense. They've been going at a pretty fast pace. They're trying to get a lot of shots off. With a substantial lead, it'll be interesting to see. And they drive down, as I'm saying that, and Paquette makes a runner from just inside the foul line.
A rebound, big rebound by Woodstock. Up and in.
The Woodstock team's not giving up. They're not going to go away. And it's nice to see. I believe this is the first time Woodstock's ever entered this tournament. So we're starting to stretch far and wide. You know, Granville joined us a couple years ago from the New York side, and you know, we have all the regulars, Rutland Town, Rutland Rec, Proctor, West Rutland, you know, all the normal from the area, but we're starting to stretch, and you know, we keep growing this big, we might have to have a 2-week tournament. We'll start having like the 64 to 68 team brackets like the NCAA. Another one up and in. Blake Heston's now got 4 points in the quarter.
They cut the lead to 13. I mean, I think if they get it down to 10, about, you know, 10 real quick, they might have a chance to come back, but...
Playing a zone, so we'll see how Rutland Rec attacks this. Pitts gets into the center of the lane.
And up and in.
Dribbled right by the top of the zone, and then nobody came up from the bottom of the zone. Really easy basket for him. It's like Rutland Rec's going a man, and they're extending it way out. Shots up.
Davis with a rebound. Looks like
Paquette's looking up. Nice fake on the pass, puts it up, and misses.
Looks like the Rutland Rec Bears are still pushing the ball up the court. They're not trying to run the clock or anything.
Nobody stops the ball on that one. Another great offensive rebound. And we got a jump ball. And the ball is going to go back to the Rutland Rec Bears.
So we got a few subs into the game. Looks like we got Tacoma Johnson and Noah DePoy in for the Rutland Rec Bears.
See if they use Tacoma's size down in the block. He'd probably be a hard one to move out of there. See if he can get some position down in there. Ball stripped from Pitts as he goes into the lane. Scoops it out. Across the Paquette. They've been able to dribble and drive and penetrate the top of the
Johnson with the big board
paint.
though. They have. They've been driving and dribbling more. They figured this 2-3 zone out after the first quarter for sure.
Nice strip from behind by Woodstock's number 21.
Oh, good move. Jump
Andrew
stop
Feddersen.
off the back of the rim.
And it's up and in.
Number 1 for Woodstock.
Well, that's Blake Heston. He's having a good third quarter here. That's now 6 for him in the quarter.
They keeping the lead.
That's a nice dump off. Kind of caught Johnson by surprise. I think he thought the shot was going up and he was preparing for a rebound. Yeah, we were talking earlier about the socks. It looks like Paquette might be wearing Spider-Man.
It might be.
They look like they might be the Spider-Man socks. So good. We got some crazy socks. You know, Dix. We were talking about it earlier. Jack Rogers and I, when we were doing a game together. Dix loves youth sports. They all have to have the crazy socks.
Trainer checking into the game. As he's checking into the table, he looks up at us as we were talking about crazy socks, and he's, like we said earlier, he's got these, these United States of America socks on, red, white, and blue flag.
I was wondering if they were possibly Captain America.
Oh, they could be.
I didn't know if they were. We were commenting earlier. That almost looks like the Francis Grabowski from this year.
Oh,
who
yeah.
was a West Rutland varsity player who wore socks like that pretty frequently. Yeah, even the older kids. I know the West Rutland high school team wore Batman socks, a lot of them, for most of the season, and then they all have to change. I remember you had a team last year that they all wore pink socks. Your 5th and 6th grade team wore pink socks to all their games. So
that's for sure.
Fashion statements abound.
Speaking of the Batman socks, yesterday there was a kid from Wallingford who, in this tournament, who had Robin socks on with actually an actual cape hanging off his socks. So when he ran, the cape actually blew up into the air, and it was pretty cool.
Oh, Johnson goes up hard, takes a foul, and almost makes it. He looks like he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
It's a good move by Johnson. That's a good thing to see from the 5th grader.
Yeah, we're commenting earlier. You were talking about the lost art of the foul shot. I mean, I've seen some kids, step up to the line. I saw it in your game with one of your players that, he's pretty much ice when he gets up there. Saw it in the Proctor game today with their point guard. There's some kids that can teach some of the older kids how to shoot the foul shots.
That's for sure.
But the foul shots aren't the cool thing. The reverse layups and all the stuff that you see Kevin Durant and LeBron James and all those guys doing. Nobody wants to be known for shooting 90%. They want to be known for going for 40 and making it look pretty.
Yeah, but
Johnson was able to get the second one, so we're up to 18-32 now as Woodstock pushes up the floor with just under 2 minutes to go. Woodstock's going to have to start putting points up in a hurry, or Rutland Rec it looks like they'll be advancing into the 3rd round. And I'm not sure who they would match up against at this point.
To face the winner of the Lothrop and Rutland Rec Wolves game, I do believe.
So it could be a all-rec matchup possibly. Ball last touch by Rutland Rec. The Woodstock team will get it down underneath the basket. They've had some success with these inbound plays of getting it to the center of the lane and getting easy shots, and there it is again. And the shot just comes up short. So let's see if Rutland Rec kind of slows it down at this point. They have a decent lead, 14 points. really don't have to do a lot to seal this win besides maintain possession. And as I say that, they turn the ball over.
But it looked like they were trying to just, get it inside, work on a play.
Johnson, great hustle, slides, but he's not able to save the ball. It'll be Woodstock's ball going back. Rutland Rec, it looks like they're still going to put some sort of pressure on. They've kind of fallen out of, and now the coach has asked them to drop back.
I think that's a good move by the coach. You're up 16 points.
Yeah, and they're, next foul, they're shooting foul shots, and that's what you're looking for at this point if you're Woodstock, is score points with the clock not running.
Paquette with another steal. That's got to be 5 or 6 steals for Paquette.
And his dad, who coaches, has asked him to pull it out and slow it up.
He's kind of a menace on defense, hustle. He's a hustle player.
That's a great dump off.
And Johnson up and in.
And wow, that thing went through so smoothly, it barely moved the net. I thought it came up short, to be honest with you.
Johnson's playing pretty well this tournament for these guys.
The other thing about this tournament that's great is the Glodzik kids are always here. The tournament was named after their father, and they show up to every game, and they're the ones that give out the awards, and they spend a lot of time here. They really have supported this tournament. Brian actually, I think, played on the last West Rutland team to win the Glodzik tournament. So it's nice to see all the support here, and it looks like Rutland Rec is going to move on to another day, and we appreciate Woodstock coming over. So once again, at the end of the Woodstock Rutland Rec game, we have a 34-18 win for Rutland Rec.